Hey guys, me Dave. It's 10 or not 10, 28, 2021. So it's December 28th. What is it? Tuesday night. Tuesday night. So not a whole lot of going on. We had a snowstorm, which I posted, and then now we got more snow, a few inches more today. So it's the roads are all soupy and slippery and everything else, and so Max and I went out and played in the snow a little bit, and in the truck, tried out the four-wheel drive again, and everything works pretty good and everything else. I'm probably gonna get my truck fixed next month, or I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna do it myself. I can't afford to bring it somewhere, so we're gonna get my truck fixed and all that stuff. As far as targeting goes, not a whole lot going on. Remote or monitoring, stuff like that. Like we get 24/7. We get that 24/7. Mine harassment. We get that 24/7. They don't take a break on that very much. Sometimes they take a break on it, but not very much. So I'm just sitting here. I was watching YouTube videos, camping videos, stuff like that. My usual videos. I have usual videos that I watch on a regular basis. Pet Goose George, he's only an hour away from me. This other guy is only about 40 minutes away from me. I don't know. There's a few more videos. Mav. He's in my town. A young guy in my town. He has over 1 million subscribers. Making big bucks. He's making big bucks off YouTube. Just a young guy, and and stuff. But so I watch my usual videos and stuff like that. But as far as targeting goes, it hasn't been that bad this month. I don't know what's going on. Am I gonna get it next month? Am I gonna get it after the new year? Around this time last year, I was getting hit super hard, you guys. I was getting hit super hard. I was being tortured all the time and all this stuff. And they said, oh, it's going to be better next time. Sometimes they do give me V2K, you guys. Or they do subliminals or silent V2K, where you know what they're saying. But you can barely hear them, And this time last year, they were saying, oh, it's going to get better. Next year will be a better year and all this stuff. And, and I got tortured almost every day this year. I got tortured quite a bit. I'll show you my calendar at the end of the year. But I got it bad this year. Almost sent me to the hospital a few times and stuff. So we'll see what happens next year. They kind of gave me the month off, but they were still hitting me this month. I mean, they weren't like it wasn't like extreme torture, but they were hitting me this month and stuff, and stuff. I'll tell you something they do, which is really weird. When they these guys are being watched, you guys. These torturers are being watched 24/7 by another team. By a team of people. They're being watched on what they do, okay? Now, sometimes they'll call the cops. The other people will call the cops, and they'll be like, yeah, we need a cop on the side of the highway and all this stuff, He's making them run off the road, or he's making them putting thoughts in his head to run off the road and all this stuff, and there'll be a cop sitting there. You know what I mean? Your torturers don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about us, you guys. They want something bad to happen to us, but there's another team out there that is watching these people. So they put thoughts in your head to run off the road, or like I say, they're trying to get you to be afraid to go over a bridge, or they will hit you somehow, while you're driving. That team will call a cop, and they'll be like, yeah, we need a cop on the bridge, we need a cop sitting on the side of the highway, or whatever, and there'll be a cop there. You know, every time I get hit hard like that, there'll be a cop close by. There's a cop close by, you know, and stuff. So, so I'll tell you something they do. Okay, so like when I had my other dog, Buddy, you know, I lost him to cancer. We went down to the beach in a storm. Okay, we wanted to look at the waves. All right, now we went down there, and we got out of the car. I had the van at the time. Got out of the van, and went to the pier, and looked at the waves and all this stuff. Okay, now there was people there. Okay, there were people there. Now they didn't look like perps. They looked like they could have been from an agency. And this is what I mean. I think they have people out there to protect us. If we're in a situation like if we go out in a snowstorm, or we go out in a blizzard, or we go somewhere and they're trying to do something bad to you, there's people out there, you guys, to watch out for us. Now, some TIs don't believe that. It's true. Okay, now tonight I took Max out in the truck. You know, I do have a little bit of brakes, and I had it in 4-wheel drive so I could stop quick and everything else. Okay, now we went to Wheeler, the park, and we were walking. I was walking Max out in the snow. It was kind of a blizzard tonight. You know, and snow's coming out, it was wind, and, you know, it's coming down pretty good and all this stuff. Okay, now I'm walking Max out, walking him out so he can go potty and all this stuff. Okay, now there was a truck, a new truck, a 4-door truck, that stopped on the main road and was watching us. Okay, they were watching us for about 5 minutes until we got in the truck and left. Max did his business, and we got in the truck and left. Went for a little ride and all this stuff around town, just a little bit, because of my brakes, you know. So, and then we came home. But as soon as we hopped in the truck and got ready to leave, the truck took off. Now, why did they do that? Why do they do that? Are they watching out for us? Is there someone out there watching out for us in case something happens? You know, you got to think that you guys, they got millions and millions and millions of dollars into us. We're the $1 million man. They got to protect their investment. Okay, now these torturers don't give a crap. They will torture us until we're almost dead, give us heart attacks, and do all this stuff to us. But we are the $1 million man. They got so much money invested in us that there are people out there looking out for us. There are, even if some TIs don't think so. Okay, now, this isn't the first time. Like I say, I went down to the beach in a storm and was watching the waves with my dog. And there were people there. Agents. I think they're agents from an agency. Okay. Now I'm standing close to you and all this stuff, you know, making sure you don't fall in the waves and get taken away and all this stuff. Okay. Now, when I went out tonight in a snowstorm to take Max out, there was a guy pulled up on the main street and sat there and watched us for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, Max is doing his stuff, and then I got in the truck and left, and he took off. Now, when I went to, we have a road, it's a windy road, it's called Skyline Drive. Okay, you can look over the city. It's a beautiful view of the city. Now, sometimes these guys will put thoughts in your head to run into a wall or to run off a cliff when you're driving. Swear to God. You know, can they actually make that happen, or can you break that? Well, according to Duncan, you can break that. You know, I don't know. You know, I'm still alive as far as, you know, as far as I could tell. I'm still here. You know, so I went to look out. I went to Skyline Drive and looked and parked and looked out, um, to look over the city, and there were people there. They were putting bad thoughts in my head, and there was people there, you guys. They let me know they were there. You know, were they agents? I don't know. But there's people around. When these people do bad things to me, there's people around. There's police around. There's police around. Believe me, there's a heavy presence of police around when they put bad thoughts in my head. You know? And there are people around to make sure nothing happens. You gotta think, they got millions into us, you guys. And they want to protect their investment. You know? So tonight there was a truck that stopped. He was there for 5 or 10 minutes until I got in the truck and left. In a brand new truck. We're talking $30,000 truck. 4-door truck. You know, Dodge truck. Stopped on the main road. He was watching us. He had the truck running with the lights on. And we got in the truck and left, and he pulled off and left, you know. So there are people out there, you know, when they made me cut my neck, I don't know how they did it, heterodyning. I was getting V2K so bad, and they were putting thought, oh, it was horrible, V2K and subliminals and everything else. They made me cut my neck. I had a brand new Cadillac SUV, blacked out, sitting in front of my house. Sitting in front of my house with the lights on. Okay, now I don't know if my relative has ESP or not, but she knew what happened. My sister came down, took her out of the house, rushed her out of the house. And there was a big black SUV sitting in front of my house with the lights on. Brand new Cadillac. Government car. Government SUV. So there are people out there looking out for us, whether some TIs want to believe it or not. There's people out there to make sure nothing bad happens. They got millions and millions and millions of dollars into us. We're investment. You know, we're no good. We're no good dead. You know, obviously, if they wanted to kill us, they would have killed us a long time ago. You know, they're still doing research. They're still trying to figure out the brain. They're mapping the brain out. As far as I understand, every section they can control is already mapped out. And then, like Brian 2 says, they're trying to build a cognitive model of the brain, which I think is already done. I think that's already done. I think it's already done. So, but my point is that I think we have people looking out for us. These guys are being watched. They're doing whatever the hell they want to do. But they're being watched by somebody. And somebody's saying, hey, we need some cops nearby. We need some people over here because they're doing this and all this stuff. And that's the truth of it. And some TIs may not agree with me, but that's the truth in my program. There are people looking out for us to make sure nothing happens, because these people can take you over. They can take you over. You might be able to break it if you're strong. You get pissed off, and you might be able to break that connection. But, you know, they can try to control us. Try to. By heterodyning, by, you know, you got 2 or 3 brains hooked up to you. You know, so doing all kinds of things to us. So that's what I want to say. That's what happened tonight. There was a truck out there waiting for us, and then we got in the truck and left, and then we went through town and all this stuff, and the truck took off. It was a brand new truck, $30 or $40,000 truck, in a blizzard. So they're out there, but they don't. The thing is if they don't want to be seen, they're not gonna be seen. You won't see them unless they want you to be, unless they want to be seen. So a lot of TIs, they don't do this stuff too. They don't show, they don't show front companies. They don't show people around. They don't do all this stuff. Now, when they have a police officer around, or if you're getting heavy police presence in your program, the cops aren't going to know what they're doing to you or why they're doing it or anything. They're just told to be there, So, some people are like, well, there's cops around, I'm being hit like hell. And well, that's why they're around. That's why they're around, because they can try to take control of you, and sometimes you can break it. You get pissed off and you can break it. I've done that when I was getting hit super hard. I was getting super pissed off, and I could break the connection. But they can try to do some stuff to you, and I'll tell you something. If they try to do some bad stuff to you, there's going to be about 5 cops in front of your house, because they're not going to let something bad happen to you. They don't trust these people, you guys. And they got millions and millions and millions invested in us. The torturers think we're a piece of shit. We're scum. We don't belong. We don't. Belong on the earth, or whatever they believe in their screwed up mind of theirs. But there's people out there looking out for us that don't think like that. They got millions into us, you guys. They got millions into us. They got a lot of money into us, and there's people out there, to protect us. There's a plan to make sure nothing happens to us, and that's the truth. So anyway, I rambled long enough. So we went on, played in the snow a little bit. Not much going on other than that. It's still snowing. It's been snowing all afternoon and stuff. So we're getting a few more inches tonight. Truck goes good in the snow. I mean, I got brand new tires on that thing, and you put it in 4-wheel drive, and it doesn't spin at all. I mean, those tires grab the snow, man. It's awesome. I wish my truck was fixed, because I'd be driving around all night playing in the snow, tonight. But like I say, my truck's broke and stuff, so I can't do that. But anyway, I suppose I'll cut this off, you guys. I hope you guys have a good night and had a good day and all this stuff. I'm looking forward to Friday. I'm gonna get a buzz on and probably stay up kind of late on Friday, and try to enjoy myself and all that stuff. So I'll talk to you guys later.